what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here on the outskirts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for that media drive event that I know you've been waiting for, and this guy right here has been waiting for. This is it. This is the all-new 2023 C8 Corvette, but as you can see, it is the C8 Z06. But before we get into this sleek silver bullet of a supercar, let's talk about what's going on here. Corvette, been going through its generations. We are obviously in the 8th generation, hence the name C8. We've been talking a lot about the Stingray, but now it's time to upgrade our expectations, upgrade the performance, and definitely upgrade the style with this all-new Z06. What does that really mean, Z06? Well, first of all, Z06 is an option. That's where we get the letters and the numbers from. Originally dates back to 1963 when the big three manufacturers in Detroit said that they were not going to get involved in any form of motorsports. Zora Arkus Duntov, the guy that I call the true father of the Corvette, wanted to get some special high performance track versions of the 63 Corvette, the split window, which remember is the first year of Gen 2, the C2, wanted to get those out the back door. They only made 199 of them. You could buy the whole car for $6,000, which back in 1963 was a pretty good chunk of change. Fast forward, obviously, to the 5th generation. That is when we see the Z06 nameplate come back. Came back in a more mass-produced kind of way, but definitely had a massive amount of performance over the standard Corvette. Of course, C6, one of my personal favorites, with that 7-liter fire-breathing 427 V8, and we can't forget the C7 with the supercharged LT4. Well, guess what? We are back at naturally aspirated horsepower, and we have the new LT6. Red lines at 8,600 RPM. But of course, what I want to find out is this C8 Z06, especially the one we have that has the Z07 package, and this one on top of it is a convertible. Is this worth the price? Is it a sports car? Is it a supercar worth the price? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into this silver bullet of a Z06 and find out. Right off the bat, you're getting extra style. And Chevrolet was not gonna make the mistake like they did with the C4 ZR1, especially in '91 when they made the front and the back look just like a ZR1 or a regular standard Corvette. What do we got going on? You got extra width, an extra 3 inches of width up front. You want the width? We got it. We got full LED lighting. Love the way you got your LED projector beam. Of course, your daytime running lamp and your turn signal. Here's where things get really meaty and really aggressive. With that extra width, check out the size of the corner air intakes. The Z06 has 5 heat exchangers up front. That's gonna help keep the temps down when you're doing your track day, when you're doing your favorite twisty roads. Full functionality. Of course, we have that carbon flash metallic, much better than just standard gloss black, and really love how aggressive all of the styling has gotten, not just on the actual body color paint job, which you can see with that peaked fender, how you have that extra width, but as we kind of drop and drip down, look at it, this portion right here is one of my favorite, the way it extends out. We have the Z07 package. What does that entail? You're gonna get the extra canards, these dive planes. These are gonna give us extra downforce at the front of the vehicle, and then you're gonna get the massive splitter that goes all the way across. Speaking of going across, we kind of slide backwards. There's that stealth fighter nose that we're familiar to on the C8, but we got the extra width. You got, of course, full functionality for those 5 heat exchangers. We got brake cooling ducts. Look at that. Look, my whole hand gets sucked in. Look at this, all the way in there. Oh man, I can't. I got it out, just kidding. But you got that full functionality. I just proved it with my arm. You'll notice the cameras up front. Of course, we got that performance data recorder. Love the way that technology allows you to take the track footage right on your own SD card, and you could be able to make your own YouTube videos with that footage. But look at how far it extends out. That's gonna help give us downforce, stop air from going underneath the vehicle. Of course, they have an undersided wing, an underwing, to help channel that air and suck the car down to the ground. You got your cross flags. It's been there since 1953, 70th anniversary. With the 2023 Z06, we also celebrate 70 years of America's true sports car. And obviously now at this level, we're definitely talking supercar. But I love the width. We do have the axle lift system. You push that button, it lifts up the front of the vehicle so we don't damage this beautiful splitter. Now, when we get up on to the hood, you can see the great angles, that stealth fighter appearance, and then coming around the bend, what's nice is with not only the Z07 package, but you could also option it in separately. Looky what I have. These massive, beautiful wheels. Now, normally you could get these wheels carbon fiber, and that's what we have. We have these beautiful wheels set up really nicely done with the 5-spoke design. You can see how they put that ceramic coating inside. That's gonna help resist the heat. And then we have our carbon ceramic rotors. Calipers, 6-piston. You could get your calipers different colors. Obviously made by Brembo. You can see our carbon ceramic brakes. These are the largest brakes ever put on a Corvette. That's 15.7 inches in diameter. You can literally take 2 of these, strap them to your feet, and walk on that lake. You could walk on water. That's how wide the diameter is. Plus, it's obviously gonna cut on rotating mass and all of that goodness. We got the carbon flash metallic. Of course, you could also get these clear where you get to see those carbon fiber wheels, but definitely love the way you got the Corvette badging. New tires from Michelin, Pilot Sport Cup 2 Rs. R for Raiti's rides. That's gonna give us the extra stick, extra grip. 20-inch up front, 21-inch out back. What do we got? We got 275 on the width. 275, wait until you see what we got for you at the tail end of the business. I'm gonna have Lori kind of swing around and show you just how track worthy those tires are. Not a lot of actual rain lines put into it. It's meant to be that sticky track focused tire, but you could also drive it on the road, of course. We have carbon flash metallic on the mirror caps, just like on those beautiful wheels. Of course, we got carbon flash metallic with our painted roof. This is that folding hardtop design. That's what you get with a convertible, but I'm telling you, I think the one thing that's missing is showing off those carbon fiber wheels. But remember, the carbon fiber wheels save 40 pounds of rotating mass. That's really gonna quicken up the steering. You'll notice the Z06 badging in that carbon flash metallic and the way they enlarge your side air intake. Much larger than a standard C8. Really gonna take gobs of air to bring that into that mid-engine setup. Even the way they did the side sill. Look at how far that extends out. Really nicely done so that when you're getting in and out of the car, you're not gonna bang your feet on that portion, but it still gives us that aerodynamic efficiency. I think more so than any other sports car or supercar, when you have the top up, it really gives it such a unique, distinct look. Of course, underneath there, we have that LT6, 5.5 liters of V8 goodness, but we got some more stuff to talk about at the rear end. 345s, those are steamrollers on the back of this vehicle. Really crazy that you have the option to get the painted carbon fiber wheels, raw carbon fiber wheels. Look at this leaf. You know what this leaf is? This leaf is the competition. And that's what the C8 Z06 does to the competition. But 345s, and these are 21-inch wheels out back. So you got 20s up front, 21s out back. Those rotors, don't think they're much smaller. They're 15.4 inches. 15.6, 15.4. That's massive. And of course, you got the massive 4-piston Brembo caliper back there with the Corvette script. And like I said, if you don't like that gunmetal gray finish, you could get different colors. They got tons of different choices. Coming around the back, we got that wing. Carbon flash metallic, loving the style. This is gonna give you extra downforce, extra stick, extra grip. You got your LED lighting. just like before, but I'm telling you right now, because of the extra width, the back of the car looks that much better. You'll notice the venting, carbon flash metallic. We got some actual wire mesh finish. And then coming across the center, look at the way they actually have there's a nice ledge with that kick up, really clean on that setup. And then you got the return of the quad tip exhaust. Of course, with the GM Performance exhaust, you can make it louder, you can make it quieter. We got the electronic limited slip diff with a different gearing in there to give us better performance, launch control, and everything in between. But you know what? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's talk engine and horsepower of this new C8 Z06. All right, guys, just like the C8 Stingray, the Z06 has that mid-engine platform. Unfortunately, with the convertible, there's nothing to show like in the coupe. It's underneath the tonneau cover, and underneath that is a bunch of plastic. Really would have been cool if they could have engineered something to at least have a glass or plexiglass window to see the engine of this beast. But what do we got going on underneath that tonneau cover with the beautiful venting at the back to get that heat out of the way? We are looking at a 670 horsepower LT6 engine. This is a 5.5 liter flat plane crankshaft V8, 670 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a Tremec 8-speed dual clutch transmission, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, top speed 195 miles per hour. With the Z07 package, it's 188 miles per hour. The engine redlines at 8,600 RPM. It only weighs 14 kilograms for the compared to an LT4 and 1 kilogram more than an LT2, and that is going to give us that ultimate performance. They beefed up the Tremec 8-speed with better clutches and cooling. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and fire up the beast with this Z06.
Did you get it?
Guys, we are sitting inside this 2023 C8 Z06, that sports car that is now a supercar, not only when it comes to horsepower numbers, but definitely the style. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I want one of these. How much is it going to cost me? At least MSRP. So MSRP, starting with a coupe 1LZ, that's how they do the trims with the Z06, 1LZ, 2LZ, so on and so forth. You're looking at $105,000. You step it up to a 3LZ, and you're looking at $128,000. Now, what's interesting is that for $10,000, you could do the carbon fiber package, which those wheels would be bare carbon fiber showing through that nice clear coat and all the other aerodynamics done in carbon fiber. That's 10 grand. This one also has the Z07 package, which that is $9,000. What does that get you? That gets you the Cup 2R tires. It gets you those beautiful wheels, the rear wing, and the FE7 magnetic ride suspension. That obviously is going to be added to that MSRP. Like I said, 3LZ is $128,000. And then you add on top of that, that's what we're looking at price-wise. Let's see what you get exactly and how it compares to the competition, to the door panels. Ours has that beautiful two-tone blue. Love the carbon fiber that they bring on the interior of the Z06. The Bose sound system, just like before, with the nice aluminum speaker grill covers. You got two-way memory seats, blue stitching, wonderful graphics. Even the door pocket, large enough for a 7-Eleven hot dog, or even better, 5 golden brown delicious Twinkies for the cars that you beat at your next track day. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, this is where we see more of that beautiful stitching. The silver with the blue works. They even got carbon fiber up near the front of the dash, near the windshield. Same AC vents. I'm still gonna zonk these guys here, these little plastic tabs. I wish they would give us something like this finish aluminum, but the stitching is great. You are still segregated from the driver. So when you're driving a Z06, passenger on one side, driver on the other, all your AC controls, waterfall down the center. We got heated seats, we got ventilated seats. There's your controls with the dual climate, and then you're still working with that same 8-inch infotainment system. I wish they could figure out a way to make it larger in this area, but my favorite part is this, and we're gonna be using this when we go on throttle, the performance data recorder. You put an SD card in, and then you could get all your great track footage all in one place. Look at that Z06 there, looking just killer. Love the way we got the nice rapid blue style color here. Carbon fiber everywhere. This is gonna how you're gonna control that 8-speed Tremec dual clutch transmission, more carbon fiber. Open the door, and what do we got? We got our Corvette key fob. I wish it said Z06. That would have been a nice touch. Remote start, all the goodies. Close it up. More of that smooth leather finish. Never has a Corvette interior look so good. Of course, you got storage here. It's not a lot. You basically could put 4 packs of baseball cards. So if you go and you're collecting your Fleer, your Tops, you go to the convenience store, my advice is get the gum out before it turns into dust, and you could put 4 to 5 packs of baseball cards in here. 2 USBs. You got a USB-C, a USB-A, and an aux jack. I love the way they got wireless charging, and here's a little fun fact. There's actually an air tube that brings the air from the AC to cool your phone while it's sitting here charging. We got the 70th anniversary, 70 years of the Corvette, and then check out the competition seats. Absolutely spot on the money. The carbon fiber, the two-tone, nice bolstering, full electric assist for the passenger and for the driver, of course. And then for an extra 5 horsepower, we got the rapid blue seat belts. 5 horsepower for both. So technically 2.5 per seat belt. I even love the blue Alcantara. This is what's great about the C8, especially the Z06. You could personalize it your own way. Even for $5,000, they will let you pick the VIN. So let's say you have a 1963 Z06 or say a C5 Z06 in your garage right now and you want to get one of these, you could pay $5 grand extra and they will give you the same exact VIN. But why don't you come over here, because guess what? I got a carbon fiber and a leather steering wheel with your name on it coming over. I want to show you. Guys, this is where you want to be sitting, behind the wheel, the business end of the Z06. You got a nice aluminum sill plate with that iconic badge there. Looking good. Pedal box right out of the IMSA C8R race car. Aluminum dead pedal, brake pedal, and throttle. That's how you do it. Seat controls, easy to get to within fingertips. You got awesome bolstering in this competition seat. It's gonna hold you in laterally. I love the way you could tilt the bottom of the seat. I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of headroom. Get your helmet on, and guess what? If you need more headroom, put the top back. We got a convertible. Steering wheel, absolutely stunning. Carbon fiber on the bottom, carbon fiber up top. You got the Z06 badge. You don't got that on your Stingray. That nice blue top dead center, looking good. The stitching, and then you got flat black on the buttons. That aluminum button that you hit with the Z puts you into Zora mode. Zora Arcus Duntov. We'll talk more about that in a second. You got your canoe style paddles on the back that are full carbon fiber to go up and down the 8-speed DCT. And then check out the dash. Just like before, nice TFT digital display. You could use your thumb controller on the right hand side to do 0 to 60, lap timer, and one of my favorites, the G meter. Of course, you got your different modes, but wait, check this out. When you go into your different modes, it actually displays all of the readouts for your PTM and all the other systems of the vehicle. I love the way it shows that. Really allows you to take advantage of the technology of the engineering. But you know what? We got a frunk just like your C8 Stingray. I'm not gonna show it to you. We got a trunk just like your C8 Stingray. I'm not gonna show it to you. What I wanna show you is I wanna show you on throttle in this LT6 C8 Z06. Let's go do it.
All right, guys, get ready for a little bit more on throttle action. We did the lead follow. Now we're going to be cut loose to turn some laps here to really get a feeling of what the steering is doing, what the suspension, and of course how that harmonious 5.5 liter flat plane crankshaft V8 is going through the rev range. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and do it. Time to turn some laps on our own and get up to speed here in Pittsburgh in the Z06. Here we go. On throttle. Woo-hoo! Love the braking, the steering, nice turn-ins. The brakes feel really good, even coming out for the first lap. Love the way it holds a line so nicely. Feeling good. Love the balance, the power transfer. And this ain't even the Z07 package. Time to get in the Z07 equipped C8 Z06. This is the top trim, the top performance spec, carbon fiber wheels, carbon fiber rear wing, more aero, more performance from the carbon fiber ceramic rotors. That's going to give us some great track performance, but we're going to be rolling out in just a split second. Here we go. All right, guys, we are in the Z07 equipped Z06. They're just calling it the Z07. If you're ready, I'm ready. Here we go. The grip level is crazy between the two. Going from the base, the Z51 to this, unbelievable. The carbon fiber wheels quicken up the steering, and the aero, you're planted. On throttle. is very responsive. I could really feel how much grip I have. It's like you're being launched out of a freaking cannon when you go on throttle in this thing. And it's a screaming banshee. Listen to that sound. Airgasms. I can hit my marks perfectly. Lap after lap without any cool down, and it's taking it. This Z06 has the business for the track duty. Oh my God, I need my blue towel. I didn't bring my blue towel with me to Pittsburgh. because the on-throttle action in this Z07 is out of control. Absolutely loving it. Get ready for the street dive because that's where we're going. All right, guys, time for the street drive in this C8 Z06. I got it in sport mode. We are gonna do some launch control and go on throttle. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. It's crazy how fast this thing accelerates. And just the sound, of course, that's the best part, that LT6 redlines at 8,600 RPM. I feel like I need to do it again a little bit, don't you? But before we do, love the seats. Obviously, just like the C8, hold you in great. The carbon fiber is a nice additional touch, but we're gonna go on throttle again. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Yeah! Woo! The sound, the way it gets the power to the ground, it's unbelievable just how much of an evolutionary step this is over the C8 Stingray. And it makes sense because guess what? The designers actually already had this car planned out, so when they started the C8 Stingray, they would have a great sort of like foundation. But you can hear that freaking LT6 just screaming away behind you. You're not gonna be wanting some custom exhaust because it sounds glorious. All right, guys, it's been one heck of an intense on-throttle kind of day with this 2023 C8 Z06 Corvette. I definitely got to thank the whole Chevrolet team for allowing us access to this media drive event so that we could bring the experience to you. But let me know what you think. Has Chevrolet done enough to this Z06 to really make it that sports car, that supercar that's worth the price? Or are you gonna go somewhere else with your money? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raitis Rides family. We gotta give it up to the muscle, the supercar muscle behind the lens. Lori working that camera like a champ. Show her some love in that comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.